Good morning. I'm Alex from Fontaine Motors, and this is our rather nice Audi S5 Sportback B9 3-litre petrol NV67LSJ Navarra blue car, black interior, with some lovely factory options that we've also just carried out a black styling conversion on. So if you're familiar with the model, you'll likely know that Audi never offered these from the factory with gloss black styling. This now has it very much in the factory style. I'm going to show you around the car, one panel, one interior area at a time. I will highlight defects, imperfections I see as we go around the car. I'll also show you a few key features, but detailed specification you will find at fontaine.co.uk in the main body text of the advert, as well as fully itemised service history. So, general look at front end there, you can see it presents itself very nicely. Paint, fit and finish look great. I'm going to go in very close now. I'll go and get my phone as close as I can whilst retaining focus. And you'll see there are some small stone chips that have been neatly touched in. Moving down, headlight looks good. Only the tiniest of imperfections if you bring your magnifying glass. Paint of the bumper, just like the bonnet, it looks really good. There's nothing you'd complain about. I don't think there's anything you'd ask to have repaired. But if you go in super close, you'll see again there's just those tiny little marks. Side grille in good order. Radiator grille, gloss black one, that's brand new. You'll see the front of the 4 cameras peeping out there. Near side headlight also looks nice. No damage on that lower grille. No scuffs low down. Moving to the near side of the car. I'm down nice and low now. If I move my phone around a little bit so you can watch reflections, you'll see alignment is nice. Paint looks good. No dents to mention to you on that side. Near side front wheel, unmarked. Minimal wear showing on that disc. That looks very recent to my eye. Continental tyre. Oh, that's pretty new. That's 6-7mm. Still spot on. There's a it's centre screen now. There's a tiny dent on the plastic bit, but you've got to be down low and looking for it. Sill itself is good. There's just very faint stone chipping behind the front wheel. Again, nothing that warrants repair, just trying to be comprehensive. No damage near side door mirror. Near side front door, tiny little chip. Nice down the door edge. In this car we have a full black leather interior, diamond stitching you're about to see, contrast pale grey stitching, anthracite Alcantara on the door panels, the interior trim's wrapped in carbon vinyl, or carbon effect vinyl, Bang & Olufsen speaker upgrade, passenger seat there, that's in really nice condition, not really showing any notable wear. Electric adjustment, in fact, as that's just been up high for valeting. Let's have the seat back down on planet Earth. That one is slide height and tilt controls, so you can do your knees and your bum independently. That's the backrest. That does lumbar, bolsters and massage mode, and that turns the massage function on and off. View up and over the roof looks lovely. No dents, marks, stains or damage there that I can see. Near side rear door looks very good. There's little pinhead stone. I'm struggling to focus a bit there. So close. Little pinhead stone chips. You could say I'm nitpicking, but door panel. Seat back, just very, very faint marks on the trim. I've commented on this before. For some reason, when you get light marks on that trim, you can't really see them with the naked eye, but the camera picks them up. Strange. 3-zone climate control, so hopefully no or minimal argument on temperature from whoever's in the back. And leather of the rear seat looks good. You can see there are impressions, not damage or cuts or anything broken, but there are impressions, very faint, on the rear seat where at some point it has had child seats in the car. Paint of the quarter looks really nice. Paint on the rear wheel looks absolutely spot on. Matching Continental Sport Contact 6 tyre with, again, 6-7mm tread. Brake disc on the back, again, looks very recent, minimal wear. So loads and loads of life in brakes and tyres. Round to the back of the car. Looks nice again. Tailgate glass, nice and bright. Paint on the tailgate looks good, no scratching around the boot handle. See the rear camera there. There are 4 cameras around this car, front, back and under each door mirror, giving you surround view. I'll show you that working when we get inside. Boot carpets and trims look nice. Yes, you do get a spare wheel. Load lip looks good. If you go in like next to it, right up close, you can see it's been used, but there's nothing I would call damage. Down to the bumper. Paint on the bumper looks nice. Lower valance looks good. The little band trim above the valance has been wrapped as part of the gloss black styling conversion. There is, as you see on pretty much all S5s of this age, some light pitting on the tailpipe trims. I do wish Audi would make them out of something tougher, but it's 9 years old, I suppose. I can't complain too much. To the off side of the car, paint looks good, alignment looks good, lovely shine, no dents to mention. Quarter panel, no damage there. Nice and clean inside the fuel door. Normal 95 RON, unleaded for this engine. No requirement to use super. Offside rear wheel unmarked. Matching Continental Sport Contact 6 tyre, 67mm of tread. Offside rear door looks really good. Is that a spot of water or a chip? That's a little at the front of the handle there. That's a chip of maybe 5mm that's been neatly touched in. Door panel, seat back, rear seat, headrests present and correct. It is 5-seat car, a little bit cosy in the middle, but it is 5 seats. All looks nice along the sill. Also looks very nice on the driver's door, just a couple of tiniest little nicks, like a millimetre. Door mirror looks nice. Door panel. Armrest, not showing any real wear. Control there for the electric folding heating adjustable door mirrors, electric tailgate, Bang & Olufsen speaker upgrade we already mentioned, flat bottom steering wheel. The leather on that looks really nice. That's still lovely and soft in feel, satin in appearance, not worn or shiny. Again, bring your magnifying glass, you might find a tiny there you go, a tiny nick there, just a couple of millimeters, but it actually shows itself really nicely. It helps that the quality of these is pretty good, in that if you take decent care of them, we've even seen these with 150,000 miles still looking really very nice, and just minimal wear on the driver's seat. Pop bonnet. offside front wheel, unmarked, matching sport contact, 6 in excess of 6mm of tread. So as I say, you've a long while before you'll need to think about brakes and tyres on this car. In terms of general maintenance servicing, if you'd like a look at the history, as I say, you will find that broken down in full in the main body text of the advert. Well maintained car, standard, not modified. Engine bay nice and clean and tidy. As I film, we have done 58,474 miles. It starts on the button. That's cold, so still up on fast idle. But no warning lights. Virtual cockpit fitted to this car, working as it should do. So just dropping down off fast idle there. MMI screen, European wide navigation, DAB digital radio, all your other music sources, the built-in devices there, Bluetooth with Bluetooth audio, but how much you're going to be using those, I don't know, as Audi smartphone gives you support for both of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so for navigation, messages and music, that will cater for most people, and even if you keep the car for a long time, it'll still feel bang up to date thanks to those. Whatever you're listening to should sound rather nice, as I say, third time, Bang & Olufsen speaker upgrade. What else we got? 3-zone climate control, heated front seats, ventilation, heating in the car smells fresh, as does the interior. It smells like an Audi. There's no hint of smoking, no hint of pets in the car. It smells fresh. Surround view. So, front camera, rear camera, one underneath each door mirror. You can do straight ahead front view, wide angle front view. One actually quite common complaint with the cars with the front cameras, because the camera is so exposed on the front, the lens, if you pick up a little chip or remark on it, or even if someone's aggressive cleaning it, or even just age, they do get a tiny bit cloudy. This one's actually pretty damn good. If you look, I can't fault that one, but yes, if you've still got this car in 6 or 7 years' time, if the front camera picks up a stone chip, unfortunately it does happen. That's the straight ahead rear view, that's the wide angle rear view, and that's the overhead view, useful for getting yourself nice and neat in a parking space if you've got parking OCD like me. Yes, it will park itself with park assist. I'm not going to try and demonstrate that, but plenty of videos on YouTube of people doing so. Drive select controls there. If I go into vehicle settings, we have extended LED interior ambient lighting pack. So if you want to pair yellow with purple line lights, you absolutely can. And there we go, back around. I hope you found that video to have been helpful, giving you a good impression of the car. I think it shows itself very nicely indeed, but if you would like to arrange seeing it in person, if you'd like to discuss a part exchange, finance, if I've missed something, if that's brought a question to mind, do of course feel free to reach out directly. Thank you very much indeed.